fuck out of bed, bitch, go.
GM, welcome back to the channel. In this one, we're looking at the Bitcoin Next top. We have the Bitcoin halving coming in April 2024, as you can see from the countdown on screen right now. But we want to forecast when the top is going to come in for this next cycle using a couple of data points. So if you enjoyed this one, make sure you subscribe to the channel and drop me a comment down below. So the big question, when top? So on this one, what I'm going to use is the Bitcoin halvings first and foremost to see exactly when we're likely to top out using those averages that we can establish from the previous 3 halvings. And then I also want to measure from top to the next top exactly how long those would take it and see if we can extrapolate some data from that as well. So maybe get a cross-reference of those 2 measurements and establish at least a time frame within which we should really be on red alert looking to sell out our bags. So let's make a start here, and what we're going to do is start with the halving events. So the first halving was this white line here, November in 2012, the first ever Bitcoin halving. This saw the issuance come down from 50 Bitcoin per block to 25. And so what we're going to measure here is the distance from the halving on a monthly basis here. These are all monthly candles to the next top. Now the next top came in November 30th of 2013. The price was 11.35. I'm not all that accurate on the scale on the right hand side, so do bear with, but that is pretty close, 11.36 there. And that took a total of 12 months. So halving to the next top, 1 full calendar year there. So let's move on to the next halving. So halving number 2, issuance down from 25 Bitcoins per block to 12.5. So again, we'll measure that out. So the halving was in July of 2016, I believe. And the Bitcoin top came in historically December of 2017. So that is December 2017. And it did tickle 20K depending on what exchanges you look at. But if we can get near 20K with my shaky hands here, that'll do. That's pretty much close enough there. We got about 19.5 there on the chart there, but that happened after a 17-month period. So the first one, halving to top, 12 months. Second one, halving to new top, 17 months. And now we have the third Bitcoin halving on screen here, May of 2020. Everything started to really rocket up after sailors' buys around the summer of 2020. But from there to the top, which was in, of course, November of 2021, that took us to a price of 67,000 and some change. Well, that took us a total of 18 bars. That is 18 months in duration. So 3 data points to go off. Obviously not a huge amount, but the Bitcoin halving is programmed in and it is a major price catalyst. Of course, the miners are able to dump less tokens, so this affects supply and demand metrics. And of course, it's a phenomenon in itself. The fact you get a lot of people starting to talk about the halvings, people get bullish into the halvings, that kind of stuff. And then post-halving, you get people FOMOing in as price starts to tick up. So it's kind of this self-fulfilling prophecy. Now, from the data there, what we can see is we've got 18 months, 17 months, and 12 months. If we add them all up, that is 49 months divided by 3 gives us 15.66 recurring. So around 15 to 16 months post-halving, we should on average get a topping pattern. So let's quickly post on here the actual halving date for the next one. So vertical line, and we're going to put this in 2024, and it should be in April of 24. So let's just pop that on there. We'll make this one a nice golden one as well for BTC. Now, all I'm going to do is just slide this over, and from this date, so that will be April 2024, 15 to 16 months out takes us to August/July. So July 25 to August 25. Okie dokie. So I'm going to put a box on here between July 25 and August 25. Make it decently sized. Obviously the numbers on the right hand side are a bit high there, 380K at the top, but just to give us a bit of a sighting as to where we could expect this one to go if it does kind of follow the same pattern as these 3 previous halvings. So let me just tidy that one away, and we'll keep the rectangular box on screen there. And then the next way I want to measure this is from top to top. So I'll also delete these off the chart so we can get a bit of a fresh one. So just a different data point there. This one obviously takes out the fact that we have the Bitcoin halvings. Maybe some people don't believe in the halvings. If Raoul Pal is correct, it's all to do with liquidity cycles and not really the halving. I'm kind of a little bit dubious on on that. I think is a combination of just both really. But if we just go off that, so from the top of one cycle to the top of the next, and this will also mean we've only got 2 data points to really go from, because back here, the 2010 to 2011 period, I don't think we can really count this as a top of sorts because this was when Bitcoin was less than like 18 months old. And then we have obviously actual market cycle tops coming in, agreed upon macro highs and macro lows along the way here. So what I'll do is just use these tops here. So that will be from the first one, November of 2013 to the top in December of 2017. That is a total duration of 49 bars. So that is 49 months. And then the next one here, again, December 17, all the way through to November of 2021. So that one will be 47 bars in total. So the average of those two is 48 bars. 48 months is, of course, 4 years on the money. So if we do take 4 years from November of 2021, that, of course, is going to be November of 2025, somewhere by here. Just 2 data points to go off. So what I'm going to do is map out between 47 and 49 bars or months. So that would take us from October of 2025 through to December of 2025. So that would be another rectangular box posted up like that one. So what I've further gone into detail there and done is just box out both of those periods. So we've got 2 kind of averages to go off. We've got the market cycle tops to tops, the average of those, plus we've also got the market cycle top measured from the Bitcoin halvings to the next cycle tops, encapsulated them all within this golden rectangle you can see on screen here. So what I'm going to do is just label this up, and this would actually be my kind of danger zone. So if history is to repeat itself, the earliest we could see a market cycle top for BTC would be June of 2025, and the latest would be up to December of 2025. So within this period, that would be the danger zone in my book, a time in which we're looking for toppish behavior, crazy announcements from companies, maybe celebrities going all in, doing talk shows and showing off ridiculous profile pictures which cost them $1 million. Maybe things with outrageous names like Cumrocket going to multi-billions of dollars. That kind of stuff typically will mark the top of a market. But from this basic analysis here, and it is very basic of course, but this is the only data we really have to go off in terms of a historical sense. Well, you can see that would be half 2 of 2025. So going into the second half of 2025, that is where I would be looking to heavily take profits on all my coins and really cash things up, looking ahead to the next bear market to start really deploying yet again. Although this is a very basic setup to use, human behavior often does repeat. We're seeing that during the bearish markets. We pretty much bottom every 3 years and we seem to top pretty much every 4 years. So why would that change? People do get bored. This kind of time-based capitulation on the way down, and then people get over exuberant as we move upwards in price action, and then we get these topping behaviors signified by large movements in price towards the end. So drop me a comment down below. Do you think this could be accurate somewhere around the second half of 2025? And would you put more weight on the Bitcoin halvings having the biggest effect and using that kind of measurement, or do you prefer the top to top measurement? I'll see you in the next one, guys. Peace.